Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury review channel, the Poor Pluta channel. Guys, I'm doing paid review 21QA80. 21QA80. And this is for, what's his name? It is for JJ. Okay. Just very quickly, quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a tuna Black Bay. This is the big monster, not the 58. This is the 41 mil. It's very thick. Look at the size on that baby there. She's a thick monster, absolute monster. I love my burgundy tunas. Okay guys, let's jump straight into this review here. Hi Arch, I've been a follower for almost 10 years. Please refer to me as JJ. I am from Venice. I'm a Venezuelan attorney, late 30s, who had to leave the country almost 12 years ago. I moved to Colombia 11 years ago when I decided to buy my first timepiece. Omega Seamaster Professional 300 meter, the quartz version. I sold it a couple years later to pay for some stuff. I was never happy with the purchase, as later on I understood the disadvantages of buying an entry-level quartz watch. I didn't hate that watch. I actually, it's funny, I've owned that model twice, and I've always loved it. It is quartz. I know it's against the grain, but it's got a nice bracelet. It's kind of funky. Okay, 5 years ago, my wife and I decided to come to the US, California, where I founded my own business, a consulting company. And I am currently finishing an MBA program. It has not been easy for us financially. However, I managed to save enough to buy a tuna Black Bay steel in 2017. Wow. That is very nice. As I'm doing this review, what am I wearing? I'm wearing tunas. I like my tunas. I really do like tunas. He had a 79730. That's a 79730. That's the Black Bay with the steel bezel. Okay. The Tudor Black Bay stainless steel was my only watch until I bought a Tudor Prince Oyster Date as a vintage timepiece in 2019. I bought a pre-owned Speedmaster Professional, Speedmaster or Seamaster. The same I had bought a few years back, but with the coaxial movement, I was not happy with it. So in 2011, following your advice, every man needs a Rolex, I decided to trade my 3 watches plus some cash for a Rolex Explorer 1 Mark II 39 mil with box and papers from December 2018. Mint condition. I tell you what, that watch has become very valuable since last night. They had the Tudor releases, and what did they do? They killed the 39 mil. Why? It is... I got to be totally honest with you, it is absolute stupidity. I have no idea why they killed the 39 mil Explorer 1. That was I actually loved that watch. I really did. Okay. I mean, what can I say? I became a 37-year-old guy with one watch only, until I decided to follow once again your advice and got the Omega Speedmaster Professional, the 1861 House of Light. Thank you. About time. In January 2021. The warranty has my son's birthday on it, so it was a very special watch that I would like to pass on to him one day. In January, I decided to go to my local Rolex AD to include my name on the wait list for a Rolex Submariner 41. I told them that this year I was turning 40 and that I wanted something special for my birthday. They were very kind to do it. In late January, a couple of weeks after the Man on the Moon, I went to Torno store in LA and saw a beautiful pre-owned PAM 183, which I bought. However, when I got home, I noticed that the watch was not running properly and I decided to return it. I went the following week to the store when I noticed a very nice Omega Seamaster Professional 300 white dial. I fell in love with it and used part of the money on the PAM to pay for it as a nice discount. It was a big financial effort, but every action has to have some type of sacrifice so we can value them more. Now I was enjoying my 2 Omega watches, Speedy and Seamaster. Nice pair. Very nice pair. When I received the call from the Rolex AD, your sub is here, do you still want it? They asked. Of course, I replied. I did not know how I was going to pay for it, but you cannot say no to a sub. That's exactly right. You can't say no to a Submariner. So I went there with a couple of credit cards and completed, yep, that's the way, and completed the transaction. Now I'm on the wait list for a GMT2, Pepsi or Batman. I love both. So I managed to have my dream watch. This is the one that I always wanted. It could be my only watch. However, I started to have difficult thoughts about my watches. I thought that it was going to be an easy decision to sell my Explorer 1. No! No. Or even the Speedy and the Seamaster to fund the sub. I'm not a wealthy man, so I need to make a proper decision. And for this reason, I've come to you. I need the advice of the Pontiff. My collection is as follows. Rolex Explorer 1 Mark II 39mm. Omega Speedmaster Professional Halcyon Glass 1861, Omega Seamaster Professional 300 meter and a Rolex Submariner 41mm. And I gotta tell you, you sent me the most beautiful photo in that box there. You know something, JJ? I can see you love your watches. You love your watches. You really, really love. You love your watches. You really, really do love your watches. That photo was done with care and love, and that's somebody it's hurt. Now we're talking about a dilemma here. Okay, the dilemma. If I had to sell 1 or 2 of my watches to fund the Submariner, which one would you pick? Okay, firstly, let me explain a few things to you. Sometimes in life, it's the Frank Sinatra song, My Way. Da 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 da, I did it my way. In one of the lines there, I bit off more than I could chew. Now that's kind of what's happened here, okay? You bit off more than you could chew. You know what? Instead of spitting it out, why don't you chew harder? I would say to you, you're better off to cut. If you can make other sacrifices and keep these watches, you put it on a credit card. I know, it's not sensible, it's expensive money. But if you can pay this off relatively quickly, why not do it? Why not do it? That's what I would do. You know what? You live once in life. Before we know it, we are dead. Before we know it, we are dead. Now, what I'm saying to you is, please, 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 understand this. You bit off a bit too much, but it's not ridiculous. Just chew, chew, chew. If I had to sell 1 of the 2 to fund the sub, which would go? I can tell you exactly, okay? If that 4-piece, I'm just looking at my teleprompter, I would say to you, you know what? The 39mm Explorer 1 has exploded in value. Rolex just discontinued it. You want to keep that? My advice to you, seriously, if you had to get rid of 1, I'd get rid of the Omega Seamaster. I love it. It's beautiful. 3 in the roll and 1 on the wrist. That's the perfect combo. I would probably get rid of the Seamaster, the white dial. If you had to get rid of two. Oh, no! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Can't be done. No, you can't sell any of those. They are beautiful. Please, work harder. Deliver pizza, beans and rice, whatever it takes, keep those three. What should I do if I receive the call from the AD regarding the GMT and I could only have 3 or 2 watches? Should I keep the sub, Speedy and Explorer 2, or should I keep the sub and the Explorer 1? Okay. Very, very good question. Look. Okay. For starters, you're not going to get the call straight away. Okay, let's be realistic. You're not going to get the call straight away. So I would slow down, just slow down, and let's see what happens. It's only a decision to make when we get the call. Then we could work out. I mean, if you could get a Pepsi or a Batman, you'd have to let the Omega go. Okay, you'd have to let the Omega go. Yeah, that's the way it goes there. I'd be inclined, you can't sell the sub. The sub 41 is amazing, and the 39mm Explorer 1, that was discontinued. The prices have gone through the roof. Okay, so I wouldn't be selling that. Any advice today in the future regarding my watch collection? Where should I move forward or just sit and relax? I deeply appreciate your advice. Thank you, JJ. It's JJ. So JJ, my best advice to you is instead of selling things, I would say just hold. If you can hold on to that 4-piece combo, man, I think that is just one of the most beautiful collections I've seen. You love your watches. And I mean, I understand. I've been in tough... Look, I'm similar to you there too. I can't afford to keep everything. Recently, I let go of one of my Pateks. I had a Patek 6006. I sold it. Why? I had a good offer and I needed the money for some other things. Birkin bags, that's correct. I wanted to keep... See, I got to be honest with you. You got an MBA, so you're not an idiot. The marriage has been a bit floundery, and I could either spend 30 grand on therapy, or I could buy 2 Hermes Birkin bags and reboot that relationship. Reboot it. And I thought, fight the therapy. Just give me an instant fix with the Birkin. So I had to sell the Patek 6006 to pay for it. Now, I got to tell you, honestly, my advice to you, if you can hold on to those 4, don't worry about buying a fancy-wancy car. Just buy Camry. The Camry... You're better off to put your money into watches than stupid automobiles. If you need to have it tight, don't just work hard, but keep these 4. Personally, I think that is one of the most beautiful collections. It's so beautiful. It's the yin and the yang. 2 Omegas, 2 Rolex. You have got... look at this. They're all steel stunners. Everyone loves steel. I love steel. Steel is what I love. You got a Submariner date with the bezel, and you've got this Explorer 1, no date, simple. That's 2 completely different Rolexes. Then in Omega, you got an automatic Seamaster and a manual wide Halcyon glass Speedy. Completely revert, they're just, this collection is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I would dare say to you, honestly, just work hard. Don't just slow down with the spending. If you can keep these 4, that is better than buying other stuff down the track. I would say to you, seriously, Keep what you got. You're not going to make money trading. Well, actually, on the two Rolexes, you've done very well. The Submariner 41, it's going above retail, and the Explorer 1, they just dropped it yesterday. That thing is exploding in price. Now, if it was me, I would try desperately. Now, I'm saying this to you, and I don't know your financial situation. Okay, you put it on a card. Okay, that's okay. Pay it back as soon as you can, feasibly, you know? But keep those 4 watches. You will be happy. Everything in your life, it's a struggle, I get it, but these are a major achievement. You've got such beautiful, they are so beautiful. They are beautiful. They are so beautiful. If you can hang on to those 4, man, that is an amazing collection. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm not just saying this. Looking at your collection, man, what more do you need? Okay, so dress watch. Well, you know what's not 1986. It's not 1996. We're in 2021, man. That Explorer 1 is just stealthy wealth. The Speedy, the Sub Date, that's the Landlord watch. And you've got the white dial Seamaster. You know what? What a beautiful 4-piece combo. Maybe just hold what you've got. That is a beautiful collection. I know it's silly you're saying, I put it on card, but just hang on to what you got. Hold. I would hold. That is honestly my advice to you. I would hold and hold, chew big bites, chew fast. That's what I would really do. I think that collection is beautiful. Don't add to it. I didn't say buy. I mean, if you got the Pepsi core, you'd have to do something. But you know what? It's only a decision when that phone call is made to you. So just keep your credit card open for that if necessary. You're going to have to seize it. But seriously, you've got some beautiful watches. Keep all the 4. If you can keep that 4 and grow it to the 5, you're done. You're done. That is it. That is all you need. You need, I love my Pateks. I love Patek Philippe. But you know what? Looking at your collection there, man, what more do you need? Steel Stunners. They look absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful collection. Beautiful collection. So my advice to you is just to enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Love it. Own it. Own it. Enjoy it. Just appreciate what you've got, because it's so easy to lose sight of what a wonderful collection you've got there. They are, it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So my advice to you, keep those. If you can keep those 4, man, that's pretty damn amazing. Just try your best, okay? If it doesn't happen, I completely understand. I've been there myself. But if you can keep those 4, what an achievement. Okay, guys, that's the paid review today, $50 US. Guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I need these paid reviews to keep me on the tubes. Guys, please get a paid review done. $50 US. If I don't get help, I can't survive. I've only got a small niche market. I do need your help. Please get a paid review done. Please. Guys, another way you can help me is sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you, look down below in the description, you can sponsor me for as little as $1 a month, and it keeps me on the tubes. Without your support, I couldn't make content. I couldn't entertain you. I'm ArchieLuxury, and I will see you in the next one. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW.
Hey guys, Archie Luxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.